I finally think I fixed the logo. It's on there. But if a good gust of wind comes in here, I don't know how much longer it'll be on there. What is up, fans? Last episode of the Tua Tagovailoa film breakdown from Hall of Famer Kurt Warner. A lot of you guys have been wanting me to do this one, and you know, like I said today on Twitter, be sure to go follow me on Twitter. I was like, which would you want? Because Alabama had their pro day today. There's some cool little tidbits on there, especially, you know, Rondell Moore from Purdue, little speedster, got hops like a mother. What did you guys want? You want the film breakdown or you want the pro day? And so many of you guys said both. So that's why you're getting this one late. You might be watching it tomorrow or whenever else you're watching it. That's fine. But no, in all seriousness, I thought, why not bang out both of these for you boys? I'm on the webcam. I don't know. I feel like I got this color a little closer, but this one's still a little too red for me. Set up some new lights. If you notice, it looks a little bit better. So I got a nice little setup going on. I got a lot of things in the works. So, yeah. Before we jump into this video, there's a two-parter, right? I found Kurt Warner's breakdown, right? Part 3 of 3. Also, Ryan Fitzpatrick went on the Ross Tucker show, and he said a little tidbit about Tua that I'm going to play, and we're going to react to live together. So it's a little twofer on here. But other than that, like usual, guys, be sure to check out patchvibes.com. They're the reason I have my favorite. This is my favorite logo. I love this logo. It is tattooed on my arm. Absolutely love this logo. But they also have the old school 70s logo. And they recently came out with the 60s logo, the original logo. But they also have, you know, the Don Shula patch. They have some jerseys. I'm trying to pick it up. They got the Marino jersey. They have a Tua jersey. And then they have this Mamma Jam that I still need to put on that jersey over here. My captain's patch, because I am a captain. Also, they have pins and they have t-shirts. Patchvibes.com. Use the promo code DDW. You get yourself 20% off. But let's jump into this film study and let me minimize myself to the bottom corner. Editing magic. I'm now in the bottom corner. So this one's 9 minutes, so I think I'll be able to do this and then see what Fitzpatrick has to talk about. I try not to make long videos because not a lot of people like long videos, so I try to get in the middle. Also, I talk too much. So let's go into this.
All right, we're back here on Study Ball with part 3 of the Tua Tagovailoa tape, and what we saw good, what we saw bad, what the Miami Dolphins fan base can get excited about, and what Tua and company need to build on moving forward.
That is the thing. I love that he said, guys, I want to thank you guys for telling me to do this. It's fantastic. So many people say that there's nothing that the Dolphins could build off of with Tua. Every time we talk about, well, Josh Rosen had a horrible rookie year. Peyton Manning had a horrible rookie year. Yeah, but they all had things to build off of. Tua just sucks. If anyone says that to you, just move it on, ignore them. Don't even try to start an argument with them because they're just trying to get you riled up. Because a Hall of Famer even sees, you know, we've seen things to get you excited, your fan base excited, but we've also seen things to work on. Yeah, man. I agree 100%. None of us people who want Tua to start and have a chance think that Tua is ready to go right now. I'm learning myself to just ignore people.
So we talked about the chunk throws at the end of the last video. How he needs to get better at the chunk throws. We saw moments. Where he did a really good job with this. Just to me, if you're going to be great in this league, you've got to always be aggressive. You got to always look to make that big play. Even if it leads to a couple mistakes, it puts pressure on the defense. So a lot of people saying, oh, he was just a game manager, could only take the throws underneath. Well, that's not true, and I'm going to show you right here.
I didn't say it. Kurt Warner said it. That's not true. Kurt Warner just said it.
Really well done. We're going to have a little move inside, double inside, and then we've got the little skinny post from our tight end. So we're going to read this defender right here. We get a little hesitation right there with split safeties, nobody back there. Boom. Hit that big play on the second level.
So
see it right here. Good decision. Gets the movement by the linebacker. Ball's out of his hands. Splits the defenders here. Great catch there by the tight end. But you see the decision making and the ability to make that second level throw with that timing that we saw from him in college. He just needs to do this a little bit more.
And on that throw, I know I again, go watch my film breakdown as well. He overthrew him a little bit and forced Gesicki to extend his body, which again, so did Fitz. You know, can't talk about one without the other. Also, people like to say, "Oh, Tua doesn't make that throw." That's one of them right there.
Here's another one. We're going to have a go route on the outside. A receiver doesn't do a great job because he goes inside, should go outside.
What did you say, Kurt Warner? Just want to make sure I heard that right.
We're going to have a go route on the outside. A receiver doesn't do a great job because he goes.
But you can't blame the receivers. You know, can't blame the receivers for having, you know, one of the lowest separation rates. It's not the receiver's fault, even though a Hall of Famer just said.
A go route on the outside. A receiver doesn't do a great job because he goes inside, should go outside. We're going to run a corner
Just making up excuses for Tua. But
route here and a flat there. So we're hoping to clear out this corner with the go route, and then our read comes off of this guy right here.
Because there's
As
Bowden
I said,
down.
bad.
There's Bowden. Here's Parker. I think this is Grant. Don't know who that is. I wouldn't be surprised if it's Isaiah
Released
Ford.
by the receiver who goes inside, which squeezes all this down, but allows the corner's eyes to come back to receiver number 2.
No, it's Gesicki.
But Tua recognizes that it's cover 2, recognizes that there might be a corner out there, sees this guy jump in that particular situation, jumps to the flat, so he knows if I'm going to throw this corner, I've got to beat the cornerback with this throw. Look at the timing, and look at this throw. I mean, that is beautiful. It doesn't get any better than that. In between all of those defenders,
Tua doesn't
throws
make
it
those
on
throws,
time,
though.
recognizes that he's got color outside of him, that he's got to beat that with the throw. That is a money throw on the second level, so don't sit back and say Tua can't do it.
If the people who don't want Tua here, they want us to draft Wilson, they want us to draft Fields, they want us to go after Deshaun Watson, they just don't like Tua. If they said he showed signs but not what I liked or enough for what I like and I would prefer to go somewhere else, or I don't feel like waiting when we could have had a sure thing from jump, I would respect it more. It's the people who come out and say, he didn't show me anything last year to show that he can be good. He showed nothing while Josh Allen showed more. He didn't do this or that. And again, for the people who think Tua should get a chance, let's wait and see. Not like, oh, Tua's going to be the greatest thing ever, because I never said that. But for the people who are like, let's see what he can do, because you just ignore those people from now on. Because a Hall of Famer is literally showing how great of a pass this is. But you'll have people who say, oh, he showed me nothing last year that he can be good or that we could build off of him. He showed me nothing. I wish I had fake glasses. I think I got them. I got these for you. If you know there's a yellow tint on them, I should be wearing them while I'm editing because it helps with the screen. Now I'm sophisticated. Now let's get back into the film breakdown.
Tua can do it. He's just got to be more aggressive like this, right? So many times last year, he saw something like this. He's holding the football. He's trying to find a check down. He's afraid to make that throw. Well, not all the time. He made a couple of these throws, and it gives us some excitement to go, hey, he can do this. He just needs to trust himself.
Exactly.
Trust his arm, trust his eyes more often, and make more of these throws.
He's got to
for the Dolphins.
Get over the jitters.
Okay, so here's another look at it. So here's the flip side, and this is what we saw too much of last year, is that I want him to be aggressive all the time. Like those last two throws, see it, throw it.
Yep.
Okay, so now here, we got pretty much the same look. We've got the flat, we've got the corner, we've got the go route. Once again, the hook or flat defender jumps the flat like they did the last time. Last time, he stuck it on the corner. Okay, what's making him in this situation get the ball out so quickly? He didn't even hitch to allow it the time to play out. And this is what a lot of people saw when they talked about game manager. Man, he's just trying to get completions instead of waiting and making one of those big second level throws like we just saw, right? Throw this thing out here, like a little better route, a little flatter route to keep him away from this safety.
I wonder why he would like a better route or a flatter route. Maybe because the receivers were struggling. But no, he's 100% correct here, 1,000% correct here. A little bit more aggression. I think, honestly, at this point in the season, him consistently taking sacks and having the pressure from the offensive line started getting in his head, and his time and his clock, even if he had a clean pocket, I honestly think his time and his clock were sped up quicker because of the struggles of the offensive line. So he thought, I need to just get the ball out versus I have another 2 seconds to let the plays develop. So, yeah, it's on him, but also do better running that route, please.
But get out here. I think he's slowing it down because he feels this corner out here. But keep running your route. As a quarterback, you see that jump, take a hitch, lay this thing to the outside and make that same kind of throw that you made last time. We throw the check down here. Granted, gets close to the first down because we only needed to get a couple on that. But I'd rather see him be aggressive in these situations. Second down, put some fear in the defense by making some of those second level throws that we know that you can make, that we've seen you make, and don't just settle for the little check down. Little play action, all right? In this play action, similar concept. We're going to have a flat, we're going to have a corner, and then our top guy is going to run a deeper corner, okay? So read on this one, we usually start these reads top down. So we are looking for whoever the defender is that's playing that deep.
You notice what Changeli's doing here too. If I'm a righty quarterback, and if that's Fitz, I guarantee you this play tree with this, and this little zig out, this play tree happens over here. If this is Fitz, I guarantee you this play tree happens over here because he's throwing it this way because he's a lefty versus having to go this way, which is, I keep pointing like you guys can see where I'm pointing, where it's on this side.
Area over there, and they're here just because the corner falls off, we're looking at him, okay? If he settles or this deep corner gets over the top of him, we want to look to rip that deep throw right there. We jump flat, we sit here and wait for the corner. He's got plenty of time in the pocket, and he's throwing this as this cornerback is turning, instead of settling in here, hitching up, and look, we got the safety turn to the inside, we've got our deep corner over here, we've got our shot. Right there. You got to let that thing go based on your read to this side.
Look at this. Look where he's facing and look where he's facing. He's ready to go here. He's not even mentally prepared to do anything with this receiver here. So like Kurt Warner said, step up, set your feet, pin the ball right here. He's going in for a touchdown because there's no way he's going to catch him when he's already ready in this motion and this guy's facing this. He's facing this way.
He's trying to
look at that, facing the other way,
jam it into the second level, and really good throw up over the top, and he kind of splits these two defenders. But you see, the read tells you, reading it top down. Okay, read this outside guy. He settles. Be ready to hitch. Be patient. Patience. Got to work on your patience here. I know you like to get things out quickly, and that was an advantage for you in the quick game. In the deeper game, it becomes a liability because you're so worried about getting the ball out that you don't make the reads and you miss these big game-changing throws that your team needs to be able to advance.
That safety would be chasing down the field.
Okay, another one here. Could go route, over, and then we're going to sneak our guys out here at some point if they're not blocking, but should be a pure progression read once again. To this side and then to the over. We saw that a little bit earlier. Eyes there. Know what you're doing. Plenty of time. Okay? Plenty of time. Standing in the pocket. You look right here. We got it right there. You got to understand what you're seeing, what the progression is, what's going to come open from the defense. Here. You've got that deep crosser that's coming that's wide open there. And instead, we end up taking a safety when there's really nothing that tells him to go back to this side. That is a late read and one that very few guys get to. But on this play, it's kind of a three-level deal right here. So the primary is all over to this side. Eyes need to be over here. Process things, see it, don't get impatient in the pocket and start dancing around and moving around. Eyes down the field, and we've got another chunk throw right there.
Yep. The Raiders game.
All right, we talked about it. Good on the move, right? He does a good job of throwing on the run. But doesn't matter what play we have. Yes, there are a lot of plays that are designed to go to the quick guy. Nakeds are always designed to go to the quick guy first, the flat first. But we always tell quarterbacks, if you get outside of everybody, so if everybody bites for the run fake and you're able to get outside, go ahead and take a second to look down the field. Sometimes we've got a deep post on the backside. And with all this movement here, sometimes a free safety will come running over here and we'll have a shot backside. But we don't tell our quarterbacks to look at that unless they get clean outside the pocket and they have space. Now you can take a deep breath, and you don't have to get it to your flat right now. You can, but you don't have to. Get out here, be patient a little bit. You can get back to this flat late because you've got time, or you can even run because you're outside the defense. But take a look at these second level throws. Tua does a nice job. Gets out here. Don't get impatient. You're outside the entire defense. Okay, you're outside the hash. Everybody is inside the hash. Yes, there's some space here, but I would love to see Tua go, let me just peek and see if I can get the chunk throw right here. Look at all this space he has on the corner route, one-on-one. Love to see him come out, stay aggressive, look deep, drop it down late, as long as he's not feeling that pressure. Feels the pressure, no doubt. You take your flat right away, you get a positive play. That's what we're trying to do here. But aggressiveness, aggressiveness, aggressiveness. If there was one knock on Tua last year, as you watch the film and you go through everything, it's too often he was willing to settle for the short throw instead of realizing the big play is what's going to be the difference maker for my team. I got a really good defense. Now I've got to make some game-changing plays if we're going to advance and get to the playoffs. Didn't make enough of them last year, but saw a lot of good plays. We saw the ability to make those chunk throws. This coming up year, in his second year, I need to see Tua be more aggressive if he's going to reach his full potential.
Took the glasses off. Film study is over. Glasses off. Smart Doug is gone. But no, in all seriousness, yes, agree 100,000% with what Kurt Warner said here. That is the thing that he needs to work on the most, is being aggressive. He needs to understand when to take it. And I feel like his rookie year, what a lot of his mentality was is, I don't want to screw over my team. My defense gave me so many points. My defense is doing well. I don't want to throw picks, interceptions, all that stuff. So I'm just going to give what I get. But there was a few plays in there, like we saw, he needs to step up. He needs to look at it, and he needs to play a little bit more aggressive on that. But this film study just reiterates that. And even Kurt Warner said, this is the second year, you learn. And that's a lot of times what happens in the film study and in the quarterback's room is they'll say to Tua, like on that the Chiefs play, they'll say to him, where's your first read? And then he'll say, the out or, the corner route at the 20 or the 30 or wherever. And they'll say, well, why didn't you throw that? And then he has to explain. And then like, if he's open and you see the safety looking the opposite way, get the ball to him. So a lot of the stuff that Kurt Warner's saying, he has been said to him. So he's learning. And then especially this offseason where there's video of him actually working out with the receivers now, he is learning. And this is why I say to you guys, if he does not progress, if he doesn't play better, if he doesn't move forward this season with a full offseason, I don't know how long, Flores will give him, because Flores isn't the type of guy to give somebody 7 years. But this film breakdown was fantastic. It just reiterates the things that I've said, where he's shown good things. He's shown things that we can really build off of, and he's shown things that he needs to work on. But the things he needs to work on aren't things that it can't be fixed. He can't do that, and you can't really fix that. Like, no offense. I know a lot of you guys love Tim Tebow, and a lot of you guys hate when I poop on him, but he had the absolute worst throw motion I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've had people comment, yeah, well, he won a playoff game. Not because of him. It was bad. And that's something when you look at it, yeah, he has the charisma, he has the legs, he has the athleticism, but he could not throw the ball if his life depended on it. That's something that can't be fixed versus what Tua has ridiculous accuracy. He just has to trust himself more. He needs to trust his team more. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you think of this film breakdown, and comment below other stuff that you want me to react to. Before we get out of here, I want to see what Fitzpatrick had to say about Tua with his interview. So this is the Ross Tucker Football Podcast, and he asked Fitzpatrick what he thinks of, playing with Fitz last year, and let's see what Fitz had to say.
Well, I will say, Tua, it's amazing how much criticism and different things have been thrown his way. It's very difficult to play quarterback in the NFL, and I think we keep forgetting. I'm a fan too, so we keep forgetting as fans that fact. It's very difficult, and the guy was a rookie last year and came in and went 6-3 or whatever he did. The two things that really stick out to me about Tua is I think he has elite accuracy, and that's very important. And I think he's going to learn, from last year. He's going to learn through this offseason. He's got some continuity with George Godsey and Eric Studesville as coordinators now.
And I was telling you guys
where to go with the ball.
Quick, that is the reason why Godsey and Studesville became the dual OCs, because Flores literally came out and said specifically for Tua. So for the longest time when people were saying, Dolphins are going to get Deshaun Watson, Dolphins are going to get Deshaun Watson, Dolphins are going to change the quarterback, Flores literally came out and said specifically for Tua.
How to eliminate things pre-snap to really be able to unleash that elite accuracy. And then he throws with anticipation, and that's something that's difficult that you don't see a lot with quarterbacks coming from college to the NFL. So I'm a huge Tua fan. My kids love Tua. Sometimes they play with him on Madden. Sometimes they play with me. But I'm looking forward for big things for him. I think he's going to do great. And just in terms of being a leader on a team and a guy that people can follow, he has all those qualities. So I think we just need to have a little bit of patience. He was a rookie last year, and I think he's going to do great things.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty sure we all love Fitz, and the way he backs his guys up, and what he said about Tua is 100% correct, man. He's got the skills. He's just got to put them together, and this is the year for him to do it. Like I said, he's got an off season now. He's working with his guys. He has time to learn more and more. This is the time to do it. So, again, thank you guys so much for suggesting to do this reaction. Again, if you have any other Dolphin related videos you'd like me to do reaction to, whether it's like highlights or top 10, this and that, comment it below. Also comment below, what are your thoughts? If you don't like Tua, what are your thoughts about what Kurt Warner had to say throughout this whole series? And I want I'm really interested to get the other side's perspective. I talk to a lot of you guys on Twitter that aren't in favor of Tua, and I have really good conversations with you guys because you guys give me constructive, I don't like this or that or this or that, versus the people who just say Tua blows. It just makes me laugh because it's like, come on, man, I want to actually hear what you have to say. So be sure to comment below. Other than that, guys, be sure to check out Miami Sports Music, fantastic site that I'm a part of. TD's over there. They got a ton of podcasts over there. They got a ton of great stuff over there. So be sure to go over, check it out. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. We're on our road to, what's the next milestone? 25,000? Let's get it. Let's get it before the season. 25,000. Be sure to check me out on Twitter. I think I'm less than 200 away from 4,000 on Twitter. So if you haven't yet, go check me out on Twitter. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video when news breaks, or I'm going to start doing prospect videos. So get ready for the draft, baby. But like usual, stay classy. Fins up.